Yo, welcome back everybody. It is Tuesday and it is the day before Chirp Ow joins us. Tomorrow you better be there, 1:30 p.m. East, stream scheduled. It's going to be hype. We have some huge stuff tomorrow. I mean, absolutely bonkers. Yeah, the Fed is in a very weird position with the bank insolvencies recently and their trend of rate hikes. They're now in a rock and a hard place. Increase rate hikes more and have more banks collapse, thus leading to more printing, more quantitative easing, or pull back on the rate hikes potentially with a 0 BPS or even reverse, and then allow inflation to continue to run rampant. It is a lose-lose situation for the Fed. However, it might be a win-win situation for Bitcoin. So it is absolutely getting spicy here. I had to go live just a little bit early because things are moving. I'm getting alerts. We might not even have time. We'll do it really quick. Crownanalysis.com. Check it out, our new site. Lots of great articles there to check out and read, as well as fairdesk.com, one of our sponsors. Check them out. Sign up using my link. We're going to be doing a $100 giveaway of funds to somebody, some lucky winner in this chat. If we can get, let's say, let's get 420 likes and we'll give it away. Sound good? You have to be signed up using my link. I'm not exactly sure how I'll select it, but we'll figure it out. And without further ado, let's jump into these charts, guys. Things are getting spicy. Smash the likes and subscribes today. Likely going to bring us some spice, but tomorrow going to be bringing the ultimate spice. Let's zoom out to the month really fast. We're not going to spend time here. This monthly candle is absolutely meteoric. In fact, I don't really know the last time we saw something like this. If you guys have something off the top of your head, when was the last time we saw a very large candled monthly, then a small doji, followed by, I'll say a kicker candle, but we can just say a large bodied monthly again? I can't really name it. Looking back at the previous history, I don't see it. I don't see it. This is some new spicy price action on the monthly time frame. I would say maybe back here, something like that, though it is definitely a little different, and that was many, many years ago. So we have 10 days left in March, and things are looking pretty darn good. Let's go down to the week. We have perhaps one of the tastiest weeklies, closed last week at 26%. Not the largest weekly. It is the largest in 2023, but not the largest in Bitcoin's history. If we look back, let's see. There's got to be bigger ones. There's 26.8 in April of 2019. There we go. So definitely up there in the record books, at least in the last few years of weekly size, but not quite the largest. I think that's a good thing. We don't want to see the biggest ever. Those always tend to lead to sell-offs. The weekly, it looks like next week we're going to be seeing that money flow roll over to green. If we have a really large extension in the next 5 days to the upside, say we trade up to 31, maybe even potentially higher, I would expect next week to be somewhat red. Maybe just to start off the week, it still could close green, but when we see these large time frame money flows roll over like we did on the day, and we'll look at that next, we do tend to see price move in the other direction for whatever reason, likely grabbing up that liquidity on those rollovers. But the weekly is looking amazing. We are high above the 20 or of the 200 and the 50 moving average. We are cleared, it seems, of August 2022 high, and the next resistance coming in hot. Pretty much everyone's looking at it now, which does make me a little nervous, but about the, we'll call it like 28 to 30 range. We can see a bunch of horizontals here. This would be a logical target, especially tomorrow if we see something favorable. I'll argue that either outcome is favorable. If we see something favorable, likely to see trading into this area. What it gets really exciting is above that, we have very little resistance. We have very inefficient price action above this weekly order block right here. Let me double check, make sure everything's chill with the stream. All right, we're good. Very inefficient price action. We can see back here as we fell from 48 all the way down to 28, it seems. Almost no bounce, no efficiency, no back tests, no traps, just down. And what happens in these scenarios is liquidity becomes very thin. We talk about fair value gaps. That was the teaser trailer here at the start of the stream. But fair value gaps, essentially, describes a lack of liquidity in this area. And what we see is markets tend to push into that area to grab liquidity at the previous highs. So a move to the 46, 48K zone. I'm still of the opinion that we're going to see this before May. I know that sounds crazy. It's no $1 million call. I know, being the second most bullish person on Bitcoin in the world, it doesn't feel great, but it is a weight off my shoulders. So Balajis, whatever your name is, I heard he was speaking on Twitter earlier. That would have been great to cover. In fact, maybe I should see if that's still going. We probably won't cover that, but if that's still going, maybe. Check out my phone. It's so much easier on your phone. Loading. Nah, looks like it's over. If anybody has any insights as to what was said there, it was Sailor and Balajis. Probably just talking the most ultimate bullish stuff ever. I kind of am sad I missed it, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's go down to the day. Actually, let's do this again. I like reminding you guys. We are in the cloud. People thought it was impossible, but we're in the cloud on the week. Into resistance, and that is a spicy meatball. We have a solid magnet on price, and we can even get dates on these. We have a solid magnet on price, and this is why I've been saying before May. May 1st is when that fat flat cloud trails off and the magnetism disappears. After that happens, we get a corresponding magnet price a little bit lower down here in the 31-ish range. Let's make that smaller. In the 31-ish range. So we've been speculating this just for review. Until proven wrong, I'm looking for that move to 41, probably above the cloud, to fall down to that, let's say, 31-ish, 32-ish zone. I think that is a very spicy way for price to move. We're high above the KJ and the TK on the week, and that is indicating a bullish trend. We did get a cross up under the cloud, a weak bullish sign, but as we zoom in to lower time frames, things look a little bit spicier. The day is soaring. We don't even need Ichimoku. It's soaring. We're high above both of these. Actually, you know what? I wonder, did we get a cross? Interesting. I'm not exactly sure why this happens on Ichi, but sometimes it just won't generate a cross. The KJ was above the TK. No, TK is above the KJ. They had to have crossed, but apparently it's not there. So I'm going to randomly select about right here and say we did get a cross above the cloud, being the most bullish sign Ichimoku cloud is capable of creating on the day, and that has led to a very strong rally. I like it. I like it a lot. A little bit of conflict here. I saw this morning. So last stream, this is how quickly things can change, it seems. Last stream, we were looking at this little gumdrop of red money flow on the daily time frame. It flipped over to green and immediately back to red. Now, this is not a good sign, in my opinion. Not great. Doesn't necessarily trash the chart, but not what I wanted to see. I really wanted to see that green money flow hold on, show the bulls were in control, but it looks as if bears were able to push that back down. Now, this doesn't really become threatening until we see a lower low, and that would suggest we'd have to see probably significant selling today and tomorrow. We don't have it so far, so I'm going to keep leaning bullish. If we can have any kind of higher low here, this chart is still trending up and still looking to make some upside moves. So the day isn't in the condition I would like it, but it is not looking too bad. RSI remains overbought, and I say that's a good thing. Keep it overbought. It baffles me that people think overbought means to sell right away. Look back in January. We entered overbought on the 11th. We didn't exit it truly until February 3rd, and in that time, we made very significant gains. Don't be afraid of overbought. Don't be afraid of oversold. They are not A, B, yes, no, bull, bear. In fact, very, very much not so. There we go. Tunes are back on. How's the volume? Volume looks a little low. I like that. We have had our first subscriber, I don't want to alert you, Brad Hamilton, taking the stream scribe-ginity for us today. Congrats, well done. You are a champion amongst champions, my friend. But don't worry, there's time for more champions to be born. Just hit that subscribe button. Let's get the likes hyping. Let's see how many we have. With 500 viewers, we have about 132. You know, I kind of want to up the ante and say, so we're going to do a $100 giveaway on Fairdesk. If you sign up using my link, we're going to pick a winner. Let's say if the likes get equal to the amount of viewers, we'll give away $100, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. This is the first time I'm doing this. Either way, we'll end up giving away $100 probably either way. You guys know once I say I'm going to do something, I end up doing it even if we don't really meet it. We do have a poll going on for tomorrow. What do you guys think is going to happen? 0, 25, 50, or question mark BPS at the FOMC meeting? I'll tell you my thoughts. Right now, with 300 votes, 50% looking at 25 BPS, and that would likely be in alignment with what our Fed rate monitor tool has to say. Looks like, yes, the probability of 0, yes, probability of 0 has been coming down. Probability of 25 is inching up. This may be, I may be incorrect when I say, I haven't actually shared my opinion. I'm still looking at 0 because I think 0 is the right choice for the Fed. Actually, I think a negative BPS. Here's what I think, and I'll pull this chart back down so we can look at price action on a lower time frame. And in fact, I'll even pull up yesterday's TA, looking solid. I'll go over this too. But my opinion is the Fed needs to do 0, but I think what they actually really need to do is maybe do 25 BPS down or even 50 BPS down, as Elon Musk alluded to on Twitter. Not that Elon Musk is a monetary expert. I'll say neither am I, but I think they need to pull back on rates. Here's what I would, maybe it's easier to say this way. If I was Chair Powell, which I am Tom Powell, he's far superior, but if I was Chair Powell, I would do a 25 BPS downward move with one condition. I would say it is March, we're doing minus 25. However, come April, we're going to do 25. We're going to do 50. Basically pulling back for this month. That will kind of alleviate markets' fear and stress, but then promise and forecast, give them the certainty of next month we're going to do this. I think that would be the right move. However, then it becomes the next month, things don't look better. It's going to put you even harder spot, but that seems to be where they like to be. This is just a can that's been kicked down the road too far. At this point, it's all like just mental manipulation. It's all games. It's all mind games here. They're not able to make a decision that's going to remedy both sides of this coin, and so they're going to have to pick which side is better. I'm going to argue that inflation is going to be better than collapsing banks, because collapsing banks is going to lead to inflation anyway. At least the inflation is the slower, longer kicking the can down the road scenario versus continue rate hikes and just watch banks collapse. And then I think they said to the tune of 17 trillion deposits in U.S. banks or something like that. 17 trillion? That'd be a lot of money to have to bail out. I am curious, and I wonder if chat has an answer for me. So I understand what's happening. The interest rate hikes are hurting, let's say, long-term bond yields, and that's supposed to be the safest investment. As they continue to increase rate hikes, and as Balaji alluded to, they knew this would collapse banks. They knew they were already collapsing, which is very interesting. Where does that money go? So we talk about having to insure versus bank runs or deposits. I guess the other side of the trade, right? The seller of the yield? So does that mean that, like, the Treasury has it? I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas here. That money exists somewhere. It's just in someone else's pocket and not where it's supposed to be, I suppose. Good thing Bitcoin, you never have to worry about that. No Bitcoin ever goes missing. It might not be in your wallet, but you know where it is. You might not be able to get it. Yeah, let's move on. We'll see what chat has to say about that. We're going to look at XRP today. Don't worry. It's the second chart we have pulled up. We're not going to spend 800 hours on Bitcoin today, but I do want to recap last stream. We were looking for this price action. We had a long and a short placed. The long obviously got stopped out. Market swept that liquidity. The short was good. I said this yesterday, how people LARP about 100% win rates, and how I have, I'd say, like a 50-ish% win rate on these, but I use a 3-to-1 typically risk to reward. If you don't understand what that means, you probably need to before you start trading, especially with leverage. 1 for 2. I think that's about right. 3.6 and 3.5. If you win one of these two, you're in profit. So those trades were looking pretty dandy. Why I went live. So I was going to take it easy today and chill and hype up, get ready for tomorrow. But the spice has called me. Let's pull this up. The spice has called me, so I had to answer. I saw Bitcoin retesting that resistance for like the 4th or 5th time. The highs were, or the lows were coming up, and I'm looking for a break to the upside. Down on the 12-hour, still the weirdest 12-hour we've seen. Kind of looks like it's going deeper into red money flow. It doesn't really make sense to me. I'm just gonna say inconclusive. Inconclusive. Down to the 4. Seeing some pretty strong things. Momentum is remaining bullish, unbreaking, unbending to the bears as money flow continues to trend up with a VWAP. The 4-hour looks very, very solid. Down to the 1. Ooh, down to the 1. Some crisscross in here. Red, green, red, green. Green is back. We have a higher high off of a lower high on the red side. That's going to lean bullish, especially while momentum is open like that. I like it. 30-hour a little weaker. A little bit of bearishness here. Lower low on money flow versus the hourly with the lower high. 15-minute gaining some strength. I'm liking what I'm seeing into tomorrow, to be honest. 5-minute kind of weird too. 1 minute still in trend. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's do this. For this stream, I really only need one trend line. Let's see how that looks as the sun begins to rise. We could cut it like this. I think I'll probably cut it like this instead. That's cleaner. There we go. Still trending up. Lows coming up. We have a flat top being painted. Let's see. That's at 28,290. Let's throw that on our chart too. 28,290. Boom. There it is. Tested as resistance, as resistance, as resistance, as resistance, as resistance. Broke and now potentially has back tested that as support. 5-minute wicked below. Buyers came in, pulled it back above. Is that right? 290. Why do these look a little different? I'm not sure. Oh well. Oh well. Hoping that low holds 28.2. 28.2. I'm liking that. I'm liking this. I was a little kind of sketched out by this action last night. It's not what I really like to see. That trend line being tested over and over again usually leads to a break. It looks like we have broken it maybe twice here, but buyers have come in, pushed it back up to that 28,290 and above. So if we can close the day above there, things are looking pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. One thing I also wanted to look at really quick, and then we're going to get into XRP because it seems to be the only thing moving with significance today, is this setup. We've kind of seen this before. We've seen this before. I don't love it here today, but what is a climb into a red-bodied candle into a climb, into a red-bodied candle, into a climb, into a red-bodied candle? If we follow this pattern, today should be green, and it should exceed yesterday's highs, which I don't believe it's actually done yet, though I believe it came very close. Or did it? It did. Very, 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 very barely. Yesterday's high. Let's mark that on the chart. There it is. So we do have a higher high today that does fit the pattern. I'm actually going to make this bet. So despite what I've seen on indicators, not looking exactly where I want them, I think that today trades above the high of today, 28,576, 78. This is probably a good time to say, guys, I do this analysis live here every single day. Basically, we'll be live again tomorrow. Love for you guys to tune in. You guys have been tuning in day on, and I appreciate it. You are the real champs. Subscribe to the channel, enable notifications, and join the Discord, and join our fam live here every day, giving you the cutting edge of technical analysis of crypto news and financial news abroad. Yeah. There we go. Viewers are ramping up. We got like 720. A few more subscribers here. Noel de Rosiero and Darren Hage. Hakage. He's the Hakage of our village. Welcome, guys. Good to have you. Excellent to have you. Make sure you join the Discord. And subscribe and like. Let's get into it again. $10 super chat. Thank you, Age 8 Productions. I don't think you sent a message. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Before we abandon it and move on to XRP because it's moving, let's take a peek here. Not quite a 0.5 retrace, though that is a very beautiful level. A clean 28.2 It's interesting how 25-2, 26-2, now like 28-2, I'm sensing a pattern. Maybe it's just coincidence. But I'm sensing a pattern with the twos. If that low does break during this live stream, maybe we look down at 82.1 for this beautiful 618 retracement. Something tells me, though, that we aren't going to break this low. I've been wrong before. I'm wrong all the time. I'm wrong all the time, but I'm right more than I'm wrong. I think that's the best way to put it. Uh-oh, are we freezing? How do you join the Discord? Discord.gg/tomcrown. That's all you got to do. That's it. That's all. YouTube just gives you heart attacks. It gives you heart attacks when you're streaming. Like, we have like 750, and then you see something like this, but I don't think that actually happened. I don't understand. All right. So that'd probably be the next downside target. I have my alerts set very, very closely. And we're going to jump into XRP and maybe some other things that are moving. This is probably what I'm looking for on this stream. Probably what I'm looking for. Return to 28.4, 28.5. There we go. Another subscriber, herein Deziva. Welcome. Welcome, friend. Welcome, welcome. So we do have a coin. We don't look at it all the time. And actually, we looked at it yesterday, and I said, man, it just isn't doing anything until it breaks kind of like this trend line or a local high here. And it looks like it did. XRP coming in at the top 24-hour mover, 19.4%. So let's pull that up. I already have it pulled up. Just yesterday, we were chilling underneath the trend line, and I was like, guys, there's really nothing to be excited about. Nothing's happening. It's just struggling here. Today, it does seem it has broken with some strength. Actually, that's a confirmed breakout. Oh, show. During these intraday breakouts, of course, you always need to see it close strong, but at the moment, I don't see a reason for it not to. It broke its descending trend line that it's been underneath since September of 22. It has exceeded our 41-42 cent resistance and even blasted through January's high. So that actually puts a new 2023 high in for XRP. Likely, I would say, maybe related to the ISO 20022 hype stuff going on. As far as I know, XRP isn't used in the ISO stuff, but the hype surrounding its, implementation, I don't know that much about it, likely driving the price up. However, caution again. This one is a little earlier. We're not right up against it. XRP has significant resistance at 50 cents. Significant. It's currently at 45.9 or 46 cents, so there is about a 10% upside to that target. Wouldn't at all be surprised to see that hit. I mean, at the moment, it looks like today. I don't want to get into the hype zone of saying today it'll happen, but I mean, that's a crazy candle. Let's take a look. Daily, we do see signs of rolling over here. We have dinked into a low and driven lower. VWAP is up and momentum is up. XRP does look like it has a pretty strong trend here. What about the week? I haven't looked at the week in a bit. Weekly mirroring Bitcoin, rolling over, seeing that money flow reaching positive for the first time since May of 22, almost a year later. The definitely confidence signs I have here are a higher VWAP high coming in. Momentum, you can see it losing bearish control as these lows have been sliding up since May of 22. That looks like it wants to go green. That's looking green. On the month, let's get rid of all this. The monthlies, this is where I said let's not get super excited yet. So this is absolutely a setup to see some very large upside gains. On a monthly time frame, this is beautiful. However, without any of the lines on the charts, just looking at September, October's close at 48 cents, wick highs around 50, 55, this is going to be some significant resistance. Everyone who has bought in the last few months, not everyone, but retail who has bought might be looking, or traders looking to take profit at 50 cents. There's going to be some resistance there, but things look really good above 61.8 cents. I think I deemed it. That would be kind of equivalent to 28.8 on Bitcoin's low. You get above 61 and like you're right back at 81 cents, maybe even as high as $1 in short time. Like this looks good. Just be wary. This is a month. We've seen these months trade higher. We've seen them kind of fake breakout and then settle back below. This is what I would be looking at. Maybe for a spot position. I could look maybe for a long to 61 cents on spot. Sorry, not long. A spot move to 61. And then looking basically to stop at the month's low. I don't like the risk to reward there. This is pretty... It's tight. It's tight. Monthly money flow is rolling over and VWAP's up, so the monthly is actually pretty primed. The issue is you have 10 days to go. Can it hold it? Can it hold it? I don't know. I don't know. I would be weary because of the hype of this ISO stuff that we do tend to see things rally into hypes and get sold off. XRP, I will give it this, though, has been really, really, really suppressed in dollar value, whether that's by Ripple Labs itself or market participants. Your guess is as good as mine. It has been very suppressed, and in that sense, I'll say this is akin to Litecoin in that way. You can only hold a balloon underwater so long before it rockets to the surface. I said this yesterday. It doesn't mean we have to go to $1 million. Unfortunately, I would love to see all these coins reach super new highs. What I would be looking for if we are seeing a really, really strong rally here, especially and specifically XRP, I'd be looking at the previous all-time high, 320, and probably into 21's high at just under $2. I would likely play this in the same fashion I play everything. If I had a spot position, I would look to shave off some of that spot position at $2. Let's say I had, for the sake of ease, 100 XRP. I might look to sell 50 of them at $2. Or not 50, 25 at $2. Then I might look to sell 50 of them at the previous all-time high at 320. That would net me a very large return on my principal. I would then have de-risked that position totally, having taken out more than I put in. And I would still have 50% of my bag intact in case whatever moon number comes to your mind happens. You still have half of your bag and you've taken out all the risk. This is how I played almost every altcoin that I've owned. And it's been a dang successful strategy. If you want moon targets on XRP, they've really been the same since 2020-ish, when we went from a high to our high to our low. Our 1618's at $26. There's your moon target. Is that going to happen? I don't really think it will, but hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Wouldn't get too into that target first. Let's see a break of 51 cents. That'll set the chart up very nicely. That's 61.8 cents. Also pretty juicy target. Depending on how aggressive or conservative you are, obviously you can adjust those TP targets. You can make them smaller. You can layer them higher. I've done this with many coins as well. Say I bought at 45 and I bought 100 coins, 100 XRP. I could look to sell one of them, I don't know, every 5-cent move up. Every 5-cent move up, I sell one. So it would take a $5 move up to get rid of my whole bag. And of course, you can just simply stop doing that after the all-time high breaks. Just DCAing out into the all-time high. That's a pretty dang safe way to do anything. This looks good. It looks good. I will say it skunked us before. We even had XRP looks good back here. And did not really deliver us anything. This is more than just looking good. This is visibly good on the chart. Be weary. Be weary of FOMO. If you're feeling FOMO, like I always say, take a break, do something else, readjust, recalibrate, come back. If you feel the same, then go ahead and make that decision. And last reminder, all in, all out, always dangerous, equally dangerous. We like to move slowly and in pieces here. If you didn't get in on XRP and you're FOMOing now, I would honestly look back at 41.7. I think the probability, even if we do test 52, is going to look pretty good. I didn't know the 618 would be right there, but looks pretty good. About 42 cents would be the 618 retracement if we do hit 51, 52 cents. Likely a strong entry or likely a strong place to find support if that move happens. So temper your expectations, cull that FOMO, act safely, act rationally, play the long game. Everyone who plays the short game in crypto ends up short. Ha, giggity. Really quick one to peek in at GBTC. Yesterday it did open above $16 resistance. Now looks like it's coming on down to fill that gap. GBTC has been wildly bullish this year, really outside of any expectation. I'm still really struggling to grasp what this is about. My only conclusion I can draw is that a spot ETF approval is maybe not coming tomorrow, but is now on track. Whether humans know it or the markets know it, or the universe knows it is now on track, in my opinion. If we see GBTC dump down maybe under 10 bucks, maybe I'll take that off the table and say it was just a liquidity sweep. But I have long been a proponent of markets know the future, not literally, but they price it in. They know the news before it happens. And so when you see something like GBTC that traded at a huge premium or a huge discount for years, all of a sudden start making more bullish moves than the asset it's trading at discount to, something's up. Something is up. It's not nothing. It's something. So we'll keep our eyes and ears out, guys. If anybody sees any news on the SEC case, which is going on this month, I haven't heard any updates, which is odd. I track the news very closely for some things. I haven't seen any updates since the beginning of the month. Let me know if you see them. That's going to be very spicy info. This thing just looks so bullish. Every time I look at it, I have to make this rocket just a little bit bigger. It's a little larger. This money flow totally diverged from Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as we looked at the beginning of the episode, let's pull it up really fast. Beginning of the episode, we saw back into red. Yesterday was green slightly, back into red. GBTC, totally different story. Higher highs, higher lows, like momentum just giving no Fs, honey badger mode and activated. What sucks is I remember in Discord, I said, I'm kind of thinking I want to like open an account for like a 401k or whatever it is that you do for Grayscale and buy GBTC. It was $10. And the only reason was it was 10. And I was like, that's a pretty spicy number. Yeah, it did go down to 750 and I would have seen 25% drawdown. But I knew it was going to be a decent entry. I knew it. My giveaway, honestly, was if we look at our previous lows, March of 2020 was at 5. The previous low before that was like 350. I don't think that the trend line actually lines up here at all. Nah, not really. But it was just so much closer to these historically low levels than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like up here in relation. No, it was like up here in relation. Actually, spot never went below right here if we kind of like juxtapose these. Once I saw it break through these like critical levels on spot, I was like, that probably is a good buy. It's of course risky because if it never gets converted into an ETF, these are not worthless, but they don't have a great future. They're very dependent on that. I wasn't going to go all in, but I was thinking about picking up maybe a few grand worth. It would have been an interesting experiment. I wanted to look at bond yields really quick. So these are likely, I'll say these are likely what we should be looking at for tomorrow. The bond yields or government-backed bonds turned out to be the bubble, the safest asset in the world, in the history or whatever. Maybe that's a red flag next time we hear that. We know that's a red flag in crypto because there's no such thing, but we figured in a centralized world, governments could offer something that would be almost immune to
Crash
risk.
On crypto here. Keep killing it, bro. Respect.
What's up, Crypto Crash? Crash on Crypto Crash. What's up, my dude? $10. Thanks for the $10. Thanks for being here. I'll try to keep killing it for you guys. Celebrate the first super chat. Does that mean it's your first super chat on YouTube? Because I've never seen that before. That's interesting. That's weird. Has anyone ever seen that? That's interesting. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing spices. I'm going to get to the chat in 1 second. But this is probably what we should be looking at. The safest asset in the world is now collapsing banks. And if we continue to see interest rate hikes, that's going to make this worse. We're going to see more collapses. So at the beginning of this month, we did see the 2-year, not quite the 10-year, but the 5-year. Oh, no, sorry, the 1 year? US 01. And I have maybe a wrong ticker on there. Either way, we saw the 2-year, the 5-year, and the 10-year, what looked like hit their peaks and begin retracing. I pointed this out earlier in the month, and it has gone pretty much according to plan. We've seen the 2-year come down from 5% as low as 3.8. That's a pretty big crash, actually. Holy shizzle. That's 25% down. One sec, I'm processing here. These started March. Bond yields hit 0 on the crash. We started increasing interest rates. They began climbing. So maybe these are suggesting a pivot on the Fed. Maybe that's correct. I'm no bond expert, but we are seeing these yields come down. Balaji has been predicting that the short-term 6-month, 1-year, 2-year yields are going to be the next bubble to pop. And that will be spicy. I guess if we see these start trending up, we would expect more interest rate hikes. If we see them trending down, we would expect less or a pivot. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I'll do more research on that. Let's check in on Ethereum really quick here because Ethereum has been a little odd. I'm not sure what to think about Ethereum right now. I'll be honest with you guys. You know, Ethereum has never been my favorite thing. It is number one or no, not number one. Sorry. Number 2 or 3 in my portfolio over the last few years, kind of fluctuating up and down. So I own a significant amount. I'm not mega bear on it or something, but I don't know. I can't shake this feeling. Though ETH has gone virtually deflationary over the last year with the upcoming Shanghai fork and unlocks, I don't remember what percent of Ethereum is locked up, but I believe it's to the tune of double digits, like a significant amount. So despite it being deflationary on the unlock event, the circulating supply is going to become hyper inflationary for a very short term amount of time, and then that'll stop. And I'm not really bullish on that unlock. When assets are locked up, when they're unlocked finally, people usually try to move out of them. I'm not selling my Ethereum or something, but it's something to think about. If you're over-invested in Ethereum, maybe it's time to diversify. I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable with my position. Yesterday did close below 1772 support. Today, back above, no new high. Bitcoin did hit a new high today, so that's likely suggesting Ethereum, Bitcoin still suffering. FBTC still suffering. Let's zoom in and see. I guess not today. I'm not really sure why. Back to the drawing board. Should be red. Although it depends where they opened. Ethereum did open lower. Minus 2.26% yesterday to Bitcoin's 0.8. Okay, that's why. Because it opened lower, it's made more gains. Gotcha. Really quick, looking back at Bitcoin, TA seems to be on point. It looks like 28.29 as we predicted at the beginning of the stream. Did hold his support. The low hasn't been breached, and we're looking for that retracement basically back to, I'll call it a fair value gap. We'll call it whatever we want, really. The 618 retracement after some inefficient price action. I think this is a concept that wasn't really talked about or popular or maybe even known when I started trading. They call it fair value gap, but it's also likely encompassing many other concepts, but I'll call it FVG for now. I think this is a concept that can really help new traders a lot. I do a video on it. You guys should check out the shorts playlist. We have videos on all kinds of concepts. Highly recommend. They're super high quality, much more high quality than the stream itself. Link is in the chat. But it's a concept I think that will help a lot of new traders, because the biggest issue I see with new traders and even veteran traders is when we see really volatile, sharp moves. What's up, Maggie Games? I wish I could change that to broette for you. Renewing your membership. A valued member of our team here at Tom Crown and Crown Analysis, Maggie. Good to see you, darling. Oh, we also have Mia Miopolis, a Greek name, I'm guessing, subscribing. Ricardo Correa subscribed as well. Not a lot of subscribers. Let's get those numbers up. If you're out there and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? The likes are lagging. We definitely need to get the likes up to get this giveaway going. So keep smashing the likes, engaging with the stream. I'm going to finish this thought about Bitcoin. Then I'm going to read the chat and interact with you guys. And then we'll go look at whatever charts you're looking at. So the fair value gap concept, I think, is very, whatever it is, whether it's fair value gap or whatever, combination of things. Because, reiterating, new and veteran traders, when they see volatile moves in one direction or the other, that's when that FOMO and fear ignites. And they start making really dumb decisions based on emotion and not logic. This concept has helped me with that a lot, actually. So what it suggests, and this is definitely not the definition, but this is the way I'm going to phrase it, and it's accurate enough to be helpful, is when you see very strong moves in one direction, whether it be up or down, without any kind of pullback, just only up, only down, I think you can take some comfort and maybe be able to dismiss some of that FOMO or fear by understanding this concept. When that happens, the probability of price moving back up or back down, like we're gauging here today, this is on the 5-minute, so this is, if it hits 28,450, will be a great example of a really low time frame, even seeing this, even very small price action. So I would say this is the gap down. This is the very violent move down. Just down, basically. What happens? Liquidity is swept out, is taken out, and there's pretty much nothing left. It's all moved so quickly that all the orders that were in that price range are gone. And so price then can very easily, without much resistance, move back to essentially where it started. This just so happens to line up with a 618. But so when you see like this kind of dump, instead of freaking out, if you can calm yourself and say, hey, I've seen this before. Usually when this happens, price does return there. The logic is there's very little resistance in the way, whether it be up or down. So the market usually moves back there essentially to whip up liquidity to either dump or pump into. So in this scenario, if it moves to 28.4, sellers come in, we see strong selling and it pushes down. That's likely suggesting an increased move or farther move to the downside. As liquidity was swept, it was gathered again and then pushed down or sold into. That wasn't as smooth as I had hoped it would be, but the explanation, basically, the whole point of it, the value is, when you see big moves to the up, down, upside, or downside, instead of freaking out thinking you have to get in immediately because it's going to go on forever, instead, try to sit back and say, hey, price is likely to return here in a not very long period of time. Things don't tend to trend up or down indefinitely. In fact, they almost never do. The amount of time the market spends going in only one direction is very low. Very, very low. I'd say less than 0.1%. Every other time it's going up, down, up, down, up, down. And then the accumulation of all those movements is either in the upside or the downside. Hopefully that was good. I'll try to do a better one at some point, but that's like the useful take of the fair value gap, I think, for new traders and experienced traders alike. Prices almost always come back to where they were. That's also my explanation for CME gaps being filled. People say, it has to happen. It doesn't have to happen. It's just that price really does test the same, or test every possible price point. Like, I don't know how many times on average, but lots of times on average. So next time you're feeling FOMO-y, try to reserve it and say, it's probably going to come back here. It's probably coming back. The best example of that, I wasn't aware of this concept back then, was Link in like 2020 when it started taking off. It had a $5 resistance, and I remember it's live on stream recorded. You could probably find it. I said, I'll buy it at $5. Link then went on to run to like some really high number. Didn't look like $5 would ever come. And I will admit it didn't hit $5 yet. I don't think it will really. But it got really, really close if it didn't even hit. Maybe it did on some exchange. Price almost always comes back. The worst thing you can do is chase the top of a candle or chase the bottom of a candle in almost any scenario, unless you're specifically and intelligently looking for a breakout play. And if you're doing that, you know exactly your plan is set. You're going to long or short wherever it breaks, and then you're going to have a stop that's going to very tightly get you out of that position if it reverses. All right. I'm going to turn to the chat now. The viewer number pumping up. We're getting up to our 1,000 mark. Hell yeah. Get the hype going, guys. If you're in the chat today, let me know. Put something in the chat. Let me shout you out. Who's here today? At the moment, I see Alchemist, Big Hands, Little Spoon, Blockchain Bonehead, Clicker 101, Crypto Crash, of course, my man. Captain Gary joining, Crypto Paper Route, Derek Moore, Cathal Gaza with the check mark. I'll have to check out your page. 100K-er YouTuber in the chat. Hell yeah. Derek Moore, Doesn't Matter, Doyle, Basal, Benjamin Smith, Bry Guy EE, Brandon Keys, Benjamin Smith, Big Don 25, Abar Bahat, Doyle McPoyle, one of my favorite names, Don Shack, FOMO Sapien George. Are you ready? You're ready. 420 Bud Monster, hype it up. Bud Monster, hype it up. Let's get 420 so I can go blaze it. I appreciate you, my friend. Owan Russell subscribed as well. I'm still getting through these names. Alex Bukar, Bad Baptist, Angela NGO. Who else is here? Cherry City Bullies, Klim Club, Crypto Paper Route, Donato Cabrera, Florian B, George, I got interrupted, Cara Genius, I can't say her name, man, Grateful, MJP, GT Nuts, Helio, Henry Ridgeway, I Need My COD, J Lack, Johnny G, Jonah Plainclothes, my man, always showing up. I appreciate you. I see you out there. Well, I was just rambling on about fair value gaps, and of course, now we're breaking to the downside. Lower low. I'll remedy that in a second. Let me get these shout outs through. Hango1. I need my call. I already said that one. Jeremy Grimson, James Boyce, Joseph Novak, Justin Irwin, Justin Todd, my man, Karen Tucker, Kenny Clark, Kenny Orellana, Kim Alexander, King Peasant, my man. How you doing? I see you out there. Kush My Cologne. I like that name. Ooh, Adam Buzzard joined the fray. Alex Koo. As I'm saying them, more people are joining and saying it. It's making it hard. Bring Facts, Bloomit, Croft Castles, Cryptodamus, my man, Kryptonium, Crypto Steph. All right, we're getting back to the J's. Justin Irvin, Karen Tacker, Kenny Clark. It keeps... God, stop refreshing. I'm going to get through them alphabetically. Quicker Learning, Loading Name, my dude. Low Mips, Lucky Thoughts, my man. Madcat Pat, one of my favorite names. Marcelo Rodriguez, Mario Palavencio, Mark Harris, Matt Lane, Maggie Games, of course. Mech Patriot, Metal in Both Legs, Mining House, M Ninja 4, MTV 15, Netstar, Nick Young, Nikki Oh My Oh No Y2K, Owain Russell, Psychedelic Astronaut, Randy Collins, Roni Villasarin, Rose City PKM, Roth Loba, Ryan M. Brook, Montgomery, welcome, Ryan M. Brook, Ryan Goulding, Sebastian, Escalante, Sergio, Sharon, Carter, Sean Wood, Shorty One Nut, Shrink Tech, what's up, bro? Sivada, Ski Sheriff, Lockable Ski Racks. I used to be a, I'll say professional snowboarder. I'll tell you about that someday, guys. I have before. Sloth Bag, Snooker Chest. I wasn't, for those of you who know professional snowboarding, I had my pro forms, but I wasn't sponsored or something. Snooker Chest, Stephanie, Parasin, Sudeep, my Sudeep, how you Sudeep? Soren, T-Bone. What's up, T-Bone? T&D Tesla, of course, with the wrench. Tor's Hammer, TG Game Master, the NLK Cola Gamer, Tiago Cardoso, Tellin Blatnick, Time Cone, Tommy V, Tony, I'm almost done. Tree City West, let me get through them all. Trip 6, Flicks, Tyler M, Up and Run, Visharts, my dude. Wafu Hunter, Wick 589, of course. Royalty, William Mark, WL420, Wolfman 8, my crypto, love that name. Woody 10K, your superhero, Zachary Floor, ZH Low, Ziggy Badbury. I think I got almost everyone. I missed Asmodal. I think I got Bragai EE, Craig Bowen. That's damn good. Envy. We got so many people here. What are you guys thinking? Like Quinn Leo, what are you guys thinking? What's on your mind? What are you looking at? Are you looking at XRP? Are you FOMOing in? Are you afraid of this little dump today? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Nick Young, Netstar. Dang, that's a good way to do it. I've never done it that way. I did it by participants instead of trying to read the chat, which I always fail at. What's up, Matt King? Subscribing like a champ. Good to have you here. Now I lost my live chat. Where did I go? Where did I go? That's weird. It's here. I'm pulling it up. Just give me one sec. Oh, it's in the participants tab. Aha, got it. FOMO XRP. I missed Reinhardt, one of my favorite characters in Overwatch. I'll never miss you, my friend. Love from Pakistan. Much love to our Pakistani friends. Our friends all around the world. Won't let you buy any XRP on Coinbase. Any reasons for that? Captain, that's been true for a long time, actually. Since the SEC case started, I believe. Coinbase delisted. If you can't buy it on Coinbase, everyone can use Fairdesk. Fairdesk, I am almost 100% sure, has XRP spot. Sign up using my link. We will be giving away. I'm deciding, maybe we'll do a poll on this. So, Fairdesk, in their graciousness, has offered to give me funds to give away to the community monthly, like a monthly allotment, right? How should we do it? Should we do it like every day, give away some? Should we do it like maybe 2 or 3 lump sums in a month? What do you guys think? Please remember you. I will remember you, Hang. You missed me. Fasil Shakil. I'm sorry, brother. Faking. I missed you. I missed you. I got you, bro. I got you. Hello from Norway. What's up, the pool man? Jeremy Lemire. Yeah. Asmodal. BTC update, bro. The DVR is enabled. You're welcome to go back. It is enabled. We've already gone through a lot of the corn. We can go through more corn. I want to see this person's channel. Cathal Gaza. Yeah, you do gaming stuff. Although maybe not so much anymore. How do you have a check mark? Give me a check mark. I want it. Good to have you here, brother. Get back into streaming, dude. It's a great time to stream. It's a great time to stream. Use Qcoin unverified because you're a degen. I don't want to talk trash on Qcoin. I'm just a little skeptical of him. What's up, Scotty 2 Hottie? I remember you, man. How have you been? Crypto cowpoke lurking. I watched. More love from Pakistan. Apparently, we're popular in Pakistan now. I'll take it. Anywhere. Orgy tomorrow, possible. Yeah, Cathal Gaza, I know that. In the earlier days of YouTube, verification wasn't based on 100k subscribers. It was much more malleable. I want that check mark. I'm gonna get that check mark. If you guys keep subscribing, we are on course for our very own. Thanks to your help, we'll get there. Super chat. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Didn't happen. It might have not gone through. It might have not gone through. Let me... If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'm a shitpost extraordinaire. However, I also do tweet things that are valuable at times. I think I'm the best of the best. I'm a connoisseur. I go through Twitter and I retweet the best of the best. So follow me there. 420 likes, Adam. We got 420 likes. Actually, we're up to almost 500. Let's try to get the likes equal to the viewers. We have 850 viewers. We've gone down a little bit. Shouting everybody out. That's okay. I'm gonna get it. I know. We're on track. The thing that trolls me though is we're at like 77 or 78, and we're at like 2,000 to 3,000 a month. So we're still like a shitty amount of time away. But hey, if the bull market is back, we're gonna hit 100k in like 3 months. If Bitcoin follows the trajectory that I've been preaching, that I'm looking for, a touch of 48k before May. I'll say before May. I think we'll get to 100k, like before May then. I still think we'll beat Bitcoin to 100k either way. Ha ha. You'll follow me on there? Oh, thank you, my friend. Permaban from Twitter? That's okay. That's all. Honestly, bro, that's a badge of honor. Verified in your book? Hell yeah, Matt King. Checkmark incoming. Oh, yeah. Karen Tacker, long Bitcoin. So, if I was going to long Bitcoin, I might be looking here for a scalp play. You know what? Maybe it's been a little bit since we've done a degen play. Maybe we should. Maybe we should degen. 0.5. 5% downside's a little too hefty for me, though. Who wants to see tomcrown enter a 100x trade? We've got 1,000 votes. The results are unchanged, so let's end that poll and start a new one. And I'm going to let you guys get me wrecked. Get Tom wrecked. 100x, long or short? Long. Short. There you go. You guys pick what I'm going to do 100x, and I'll figure out the trade while we're live. Definitely not saying it'll win. Definitely not saying I'm going to make money. 100x is not a leverage I use often. Ooh, this is spicy. Rico, thanks for the DM. Any YouTube, Twitch, finance live streamers following us? Oh, guys, let's do this. Yes. Financial juice. Let's see if we can like get ourselves. Comment DM. Guys, we have to hype this. We have to hype this. These guys get a lot of traffic. And hey, building a toolkit for streamers to have our headlines on their stream. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to even like it. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Blow this tweet up. Blow it up. Send it to the moon. When FOMC data? Tomorrow. Bartender La Savere. Tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. For that stream. No degen plays pre-FOMC. 208 votes, 74% long. You really, Bears, you're gonna let them like humiliate you like that? 74% long? Where are the Bears? Where are the Bears? Thomas King. G Corp, I'm not king, man. I'm just a dude. but I appreciate you. What's up, Long Mountain? Can't break 28.4 or more 3 times. Tried. Kathura Manorathana. I would argue this. While I commonly see especially new traders and investors argue Bitcoin can't get above X, it keeps hitting it and can't break it. My, not argument, but what I would say to that is when you test a level, whether it be a support or resistance, in this case, a resistance, each time you test it, it weakens. It doesn't strengthen. I get some people might, like, when they start think that it would strengthen, it weakens. You don't want to see support tested, honestly, more than like twice. Ideally once. Same with resistance if you're looking for short. The more times you hit a level, the less liquidity there is there. Because each time it's taking that liquidity, it's hitting those orders. Unless an absurd amount of time passes, there isn't usually enough time for the people to reorder there. So to say it can't break 28.4B, it keeps hitting it, is actually kind of saying it makes it more likely to break that. Just a little perspective for you. 73% still long, guys. I don't know. Are we going to have to go long? Are we going long? I don't know if I want to take it here. If we do 100x long, man, I got to really sniper that entry. Hold up. I got to log in. Oh, yeah, I got that alert. Got to log in. Hold up. The fireflies in heaven. I'm logging in so I can prepare the degeneracy for you. Hopefully. Or not hopefully, but I don't know. Let's get a little more contest on the long short. You guys are really, really into the long. I want it to be more even, because if it's all long, I feel like it's a wrong choice. Where are the bears? Where are the bears? I'm going to increase. Let's go. Increase the leverage to 100. Boom. For long, I'm going to increase the leverage to 100 for short. And we're going to find out. We're going to find out where we're going. Keep voting. I think we need to have at least 500 votes or something. Probably a good amount. Probably a good amount. Something like that. 500, 600, 1,000. I don't know. Chat froze 1 sec. There we go. What is the best 3 cryptos to trade on with $1,000 capital? $1,000 capital and gain 5% returns every day? Charlie Hip Hop, I'm gonna unfortunately be the buzzkill. I'm gonna poop on your party here, man. There is no possible way, period, no matter how much money you have, there is no possible way to gain 5% return a day. In fact, there's really no possible way to get 1% return a day indefinitely. Trading just isn't like that, unfortunately. I'm not going to get really in depth, but that's a fantasy that's sold by clickbait titles, clickbait thumbnails, short hooks. I'm guilty of these as well. It works. If nobody watches your content, no one can get the value. And if the only way the algos show your content is to hook people with bullshit in the beginning, it's like trading lesser evil for a good, I guess. But that is a surefire way with that goal to lose all your money. You have $1,000 in capital. I can't tell you what to do with it because I'm not a financial advisor. If I had $1,000 in capital, I would probably put, if it was me, I would probably put $400 in Bitcoin, $100 in some, spread across a few alts, and then I would keep $500 in cash. Then if prices go lower, you have half your capital to still deploy. That's what I would do. But that ain't getting you 5% return a day. Nothing is. The only that's just a way to lose. Tom made you a permabull. Wolfman ate my crypto. I made you a permabull. Many years from now, you will look back and maybe I'll be your favorite person. The trick is it's not easy to be. It's not the wrong choice because your viewers are smart. Our viewers are the smartest on YouTube. Smash the like if you're the smartest on YouTube. You are. We are. The issue is, once we all are thinking one thing, it doesn't have the best Doesn't have the best track history. We'll see. I'm committed. We're gonna do long. We're gonna do long. I don't care. Good. It's coming down from 75. That's just too one-sided. Jerry is the bear. There's a lot of bears out there. The fun thing about bears are they just like. It's okay to be bearish. I don't judge you. It's okay to be bullish, and I don't judge you. Being perma-bear or perma-bull, I mean, they're both kind of not reality, right? I mean, like, I'm perma-bullish, but price doesn't always go up. The problem is, if you think about it as like a trade, right? If you're a perma-bull in the 14 years of Bitcoin's history, you win at some point. You might not win right away. You might spend years in pain, but eventually it has always gone higher. If you're a perma-bear, it's the opposite. You're likely going to spend years being like, I was right, I'm right, haha, it's going down, yeah. But it has never gone lower, and it always ends up going higher. And so the longevity of the perma-bear mindset just doesn't really work. Eventually, you're trapped, you're out, you're chasing. And in fact, I can back this up. And again, I'm not criticizing bears. It's fine to be bearish. I can back this up. Perma-bears, there just aren't very many perma-bears who continue to be in crypto, because at some point they get wrecked. And usually they start as bulls, get wrecked as they become bearish, and then price goes up and they stay there mentally. They're just waiting for that price. It's all psychological. Let me catch up here. 2017 to 2020 pain, exactly. It is way more painful to be a perma-bull. Way more painful. But the rewards are way better. All right, so it does look like we want to do 100x long. 70% with 420 votes, the golden number. I have an idea. I have an idea. Pulling it up. We're very close to our entry. I'm going to see what it's looking like on this exchange here, though. Let me not make the same mistake I've made so many times of looking at Coinbase's chart. That's a good learning lesson. Never look at Coinbase's chart and then kind of dictate trades based on that. Ooh, shizzle. Let's YOLO it. There we go. 100x. 100x. What I was saying, never look at one exchange's chart, find levels, and then go to another exchange and try to trade on those levels. It's not going to work. Not going to work. Exchanges, especially right now, we're in something I believe called backwardization. Let's Google that. I'm going to Google that over here. We're in something called backwardization right now. And I might be getting Contago and backwardization mixed up. But what is happening is spot prices are more than there's significant. There is a significant difference in spot versus perp prices. Spot is trading higher than perp. Typically, that's reversed. Ooh, so maybe we're in backwardization, and Contago is when it's normal. These terms aren't really important. It's just the concept of what's happening. Contago. Let me see. Contago and backwarizations are terms used to define the structure of the forward curve. When a market is in Contago, the forward price of futures contracts is higher than the spot price. Okay, so we are in backwardization. I was correct. Conversely, when a market is in backwardization, the forward price of futures is lower than the spot price. A bullish market is one which makes prices... Wait, what? And this is what a Contago situation in the market implies for... Okay, that's like a gibberish word. Pull this up quick. You know, I don't have time to read this while I'm live. I'm really bad at reading while I'm live. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, looks like we're getting liquidated. Ha! Wrecked. See, I told you guys. I told you. When it's like 75% one direction. We're not wrecked yet. We're minus 14%. When we're all on one side of the trade. That was a great little experiment. Though it's not liquidated yet. I'm going to let this just liquidate or not. It's only $100 on the line. It is 1.17 Bitcoin with leverage, like, total. Only 100, or no, only $50 in margin. So yeah, we're just gonna YOLO that, see what happens. I'll let you know if it liquidates. The liquidation price is 278.20. That's down here, just past the 786 retracement. So I'm going to add an alert. Roughly, I mean, I'll update you, I'll show you, but roughly, if this gets hit, that position's liquidated. Roughly. They're different exchanges, and so they'll vary. But for the most part, that'll be true. For the most part. I guess I'll still leave that vote up, because new people won't know it's already open. We'll leave it up for now. Would be dope to speak with you offline sometime, bro. Cathal Gaza and anyone else. If you want to speak with me, the only way to do it is going to be on the Discord. Just join the Discord. Other great perks of the Discord. You'll get free BTC. I airdrop BTC to all of you. I'll make you all Bitcoin holders because I know most of you noobs, you don't got Bitcoin, and I don't want to see you go down that path. I'm going to be your path to recovery. It's not a lot, but everybody gets a little bit. You just have to join. You just have to be in there. That's it. Hit the little blue verify button. If you have issues, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You'll also get alerted to the newest in the live streams when we go live. YouTube constantly doesn't give you notifications. In fact, that'll be the next poll here. Did you get a notification today? Actually, that's a really good poll. That's some good research. I want to know. But if you're in the Discord and you don't mute it, you'll always get notifications. It's just the best way to keep up with our live streams. Oh no, oh no. Did you get a notification today for this stream? Yes? No. There we go. I hope the answer is yes, but if it didn't, please tell me. You did not. Something you do need to know, guys, while you answer this, is to get a notification on YouTube, you need to have the bell enabled first off, which a lot of you probably do. You have to have it enabled, but you also have to have notifications not silenced, like on your mobile device for YouTube. So if you have notifications turned off on YouTube, you're not going to get a notification, even if you have them enabled, because you have them turned off, right? Derp to derp. You normally live daily? We are. Not 7 days a week, but if you guys want to see some of the behind the scenes on the channel here, I'll show you something very spicy. I don't actually believe this, but I have like literally no reason to think YouTube's lying to me. It just seems like we haven't done it that much. So let me go over here, 90 days. Here we go. Little behind the scenes analytics. You don't get to see this elsewhere. This is the last 90 days on YouTube. 90 day. We have had 71 live streams, 28 shorts, and 7 videos published for a total of 106 publishes on YouTube. That's more than one a day. The last 90 days. So we're live a lot, not every single day. We will be live tomorrow. We have our biggest day of the year. We have had upwards of 5,000 live viewers on these FOMC meetings. So I need every single one of the Crown fam to show up tomorrow. That is scheduled out. It is on the channel scheduled out. And as fickle as trading is, man, we were down 14%. We're now up 18% on our 100x degen long. Well done, chat. We didn't get liquidated. Maybe I'm rubbing off on you guys. No, I'm just kidding. We have the smartest viewers. We have the best traders in this chat, in this channel, in this community, 100%. Looking good, though. Looking good on that long, at least for now. You'll be here, hell yeah. Shring will be here. Todd will be here. Aw, we're never at the top. We always have to scroll down. I wonder why. I don't know. Probably based on what you watch, how many viewers, etc. We're not the biggest channel on YouTube, but we are the fastest growing, and we're the best, so that's good. Small XRP pump. Let's go look back on XRP. So since we started the stream, it doesn't look like XRP has made any upside gain yet. But just rehashing here. 42 cent support. Not a bad spot. Likely to find support. We were really looking for this. But We don't know when it will reverse. It can move up to resistance first, then back. Either way, I think 41, 42 cents. The right trader, a smart trader, could eke out a nice slick trade there. This low time frame on XRP does look low a week, but the higher time frames look fine. This just looks like a little retracement after a really strong rally. Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. If it comes back down to, let's see, we're on the 5 minute, like 44.5, and then doesn't move back up to break a high, we are probably looking at some kind of interim retracement. But at the moment, this is pretty much just taking a breather, kind of akin to back here. I wouldn't be too spooked yet. Not too spooked. Our 100x degen long, still 100xing, 11%. Does not look good though. I don't love the way that looks. Let's check our indicators. Ooh, okay. All right, I like what I'm seeing on the 5 minute. Money flow is rolling over, but VWAP and momentum are kind of coming here at the zero line with money flow. We are off a higher high. I won't close it yet. I don't really like that divot on the 15. 1 minute potentially about to give us the rollover sign. We don't have it yet. We have to just exceed this low. Very, very close. I think that means probably I could move the stop up on this, because if the 1 minute doesn't kind of catch here, we're not really looking at 28, 29 again. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to move the stop up maybe to here. Just under 20. In fact, I don't even think... Did I even put a stop? Wow, what a degen. I told you it was... Oh, wait, no. I didn't put a stop because this is only a $50 margin position, and I said we can just liquidate it. Yeah, we just liquidate it. Yep. That's not smart trading, but it's fun trading. It's fun to watch. That position's still open. You do super chats, my friend. You guys don't have to super chat, honestly. I don't always see them. I feel bad. Some people are clickbaiting others using crypto banned thumbnails. Yeah, I did years without clickbait, and I've like slowly succumbed to the clickbait. Like, I'm never going to do what other people do. I'm never going to try to get you guys emotional, but it's called a hook. And in social media, if you don't hook, you don't get views. You don't get clicks. Looks like XRP won their court case. I don't know about that. I mean, is there news? Dirty Day, is there news? What's up, Demetrius? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. You'll be here. Good, good, good. It is going to be Chirp Pow tomorrow. Chirp. Chirp. You'll be there? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everybody will be there. Clown World. We should play sometime if you game. I played League of Legends for like 15 years. I don't even know, like 10 plus years. I took a break from it. I've been playing Overwatch 2. But I'm kind of getting bored of that also. I don't have that much time to game, so I used to game all the time, like 24/7. When I was like a teenager, that's all I did. I'd stay up till 5 in the morning playing Diablo, playing StarCraft, all my goodies. What about XRP? XR? You think people have insight into case now? Probably not. You can bet your bottom dollar. Orange glad I am glad. Never played Overwatch. Overwatch 2 is free now. I don't really like the Blizzard game franchise anymore. Not because of anything, I don't know. Not because of any of the stuff in the news. I don't like them so much anymore because they really just seem to suck. Like after Diablo 2, they like failed to produce a good game ever again. Like Diablo 3 is trash. StarCraft 2 might be good, but I never really played it. What is it? Something of Heroes. Whatever that is, they're MOBA. That sucked. World of Warcraft was awesome, but it's just gotten stale. I played a lot of World of Warcraft too. Anyway, enough about me gaming. Doge looks like XRP. All right. Demetrius has been here for many a moon, many a year. So if he says it looks like XRP, we can pull up a Doge or two, take a peek. Okay, so before we get into Doge dollars, Demetrius, I don't know if you're looking at this, but I know you've been here, and so you also are of the OG mindset. I got pretty bearish on Doge in late January. I got pretty bearish, but that might be changing, or at least it has a hope of changing here. So what I identified on Doge and its value against Bitcoin, which I find to be the most important metric ever anyway, really, really strong resistance at 363 sats. I think this dates back. Does this date back all the way? No, it doesn't date back. It doesn't date back all the way. I'm not sure why I thought it did. Or maybe it does? What the hell? I might have to use another exchange. Either way, it's irrelevant if it dates back. Very strong resistance from February of 22 all the way till October of 22. It's like 6 months, 2 quarters. It broke to a higher high, but it was a lower high on the structure. That was okay as it began kind of like this bleeding. We can call it a wedge. We can call it a channel down. It was okay as it reapproached it. It did get somewhat of a bounce, but without breaking that previous high, it's now continued to fall, and it's all the way down to what I'll consider the last support below it. Now, 262 is historical. This is what I was getting confused on. Is historical. It is a huge resistance. It was the all-time high before 2020 for Doge BTC. And right now, at this week, it's tested it. So here's how I basically see it. If Doge doesn't bounce here on BTC pair, I mean, it's got a shot in hell at 219 sats. But I don't know. I just wouldn't be as confident under here. I need to see the weekly close above. I need to see it start moving back up. If it doesn't, I think it's liable to just be painting a really long return, really deep against BTC. If it had bounced right here, I would have been mega, mega bullish on Doge. Right now, it is in limbo for me. It's in limbo. It's right at that support. It broke the previous one. If it can bounce there, I'll get back on the bull train. I'm not sure why you think Doge looks like XRP, though. Doge has had a 5% day, a 4% day. It's not bad, but not even a higher high on the week. XRP stands out today. Like, it just does. Like, XRP trading to, what, a new 2023 high? Breaking structure, breaking descending trend lines. Like, it's kind of irrelevant, even the percent of the candle, like 22% versus 5 doesn't really matter. For me, it's the structural. You broke this descending trend. You smashed through all of your highs, setting a new high today. I don't see it with Doge. Like, it's literally at a 0% gain versus yesterday, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, in my opinion, not really comparable. I mean, this is slowly painting a wedge too, isn't it? Like, slowly. I don't know. I need to see the BTC pair bounce. If it bounces, then I'll be all on Doge again. We did dig into XRP pretty well. The DVR on the stream's enabled, so you can go back and watch it. XRPs, just for a quick summary rehash, you got pretty strong resistance at 50 or 51 cents. I'll call it 50 because it's psychological. This is also pretty much exactly where we saw this market inefficiency drop from. So a return to there, very logical. Very, very logical. Very, very good bet over time that it will. However, we have moved up pretty significantly for a day, 22%. It's chilling for now. I don't necessarily see it reversing yet. Doesn't really have, I mean, we could say this was support, now it's resistance or something. Maybe we could. I don't know how I feel about that. My target really is 50-ish, 51, 52. If it can break that, it pretty much only has like 60, there's like a 61-ish, 61.8 resistance. If it can retake both of those, it's going to $1 quick. However, I'm not really convinced it's doing that quite yet. The path could be to 51, then maybe back to 42, but I think maybe the reverse. I'm not sure what path it's going to take. Either way, I would be keeping my eyes on 41 or 42 cents as support. That likely will offer some kind of entry to traders, as well as 51, 50 cents as the potential short mark. This looks good, though. I mean, it looks good. The problem is, I've said that before about XRP, and then it's just crap back into its pattern of not really doing much. I also commented that this is probably related, and I'm not an expert on this ISO stuff. ISO 20022, I don't know. Not an expert, but I do know that they had some kind of date, some kind of like launch, I don't know, something. I think yesterday or today. And XRP, while not used to my knowledge in that system, is like kind of associated with it, and I think we're seeing a little bit of hype based on that, honestly. Unfortunately, hype rallies do tend to get sold off. XRP really only has to hold like 42 cents though, and it's looking fine. I do want to update you guys on our 100x degen long during the live stream. We're now up 35%, baby. Printing dollars. Printing dollars. Choo choo. Look at that little, look at this on the 1 minute little back test of our entry and boop. 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 I like it. Something we didn't look at today, we're going to peek at quick here. Let's take a peek at funding. This has been a really big driver, really good indicator over the last, I'll say, just this rally, honestly. Looking at Bitcoin funding rates, USDT, or basically dirty fiat-backed contracts, I'll say they're kind of neutral. DYDX and CoinX are, I think, are clearly being arbed against each other. They're about the exact same, opposite percents. Across the board, though, we see everything under neutral into slightly negative, and that is leaning bearish in my opinion, or not, I'm sorry, leaning bullish in my opinion with these negative fundings. The big one that we've been watching over here though, token margined, under neutral, above neutral, pretty heavily negative, neutral, under neutral, heavily negative, predicted looking a little bit more bullish. These are looking good, guys. These are looking good. When we made the move, I forget when it was, I could maybe find it on Twitter. I tweeted about these fundings being the most negative they've ever been that I've ever seen. And I said, that's a bully. That's a bully. Those fundings continued to be negative as we climbed up. Nice. That 100x is looking good. As we climbed up, it continued to remain negative. It did actually go positive, I believe, right as we dumped into like the 19s the other day. I believe. I'm trying to find the dates so I don't want to like make it sound, I don't want to like say this incorrectly and then it seemed like I was just trying to make myself look smart or psychic or whatever. Like, no, I don't care about that. I don't care if you guys think I'm smart or good or not, or a good trader or not a good trader. I don't give a shit. My lifetime P&L is all the confirmation I need. I don't know. Here we go. March 12th. Here we go. So on March 11th, token margin contracts are crazy bullish. I've never seen them like this. You can see this was much more negative. This was much more bullish than it is right now. And in fact, the funding isn't anywhere close to this. This was as crazy as I'd ever seen it. Historically, that has led to run-ups. Price did run up. That was on the 11th. I'm going to pull up the 11th. There we go. See, if you followed me on Twitter, you might have seen this. On March 11th, right after we had touched 19.6, I tweeted, this is the craziest funding we've ever seen. Ever seen. Positions are crazy bullish. When everyone was freaking out, tomcrown finding you the alpha. On March 12th, they remained crazy bullish, crazy negative. What happened March 12th? We ran up. Boop, 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 boop. I think around here, it was like maybe the 15th, they looked bad. They were back to positive, but it was very brief. Now we're all the way up here at 28.2. We have backwardization of spot versus perps. We have negative funding. We have some pretty bullish signals, and it's wild to get them up here. What I like about these signals is that these signals are not chart signals. They're not indicators. They're not, I don't know, divergence. They're not trend lines. They're not support. These things are, I will say, like, they're superseding of technical analysis in ways. They aren't always correct. They're not a sure thing. Nothing is a sure thing in trading. Those fundings are able to flip at a moment's notice depending on the market. But I like them because it's a different perspective of price action, and they really are signals that stand alone on an island outside of what we normally look at. Funding being negative is showing that market participants are, well, at least back in the 11th and 12th, way, way irresponsibly short. That sets markets up for short squeezes. That continued. Market continued squeezing. When they're very, very, very red or very positive, aka when they're bearish, that's the market is overzealously long, and typically we see those squeeze. They have been really good signs, but I will warn you, don't read into them too close. Like in the sense of if it's if it's 0, that's technically below neutral and that should be bullish. That doesn't mean we're going to the moon. But when you see kind of like all-time highs or all-time lows technically of funding, that's going to be a good tip-off. It's going to be a good tip-off that the market's looking to go up. All-time high fundings, same in the reverse. Tip-off, market's looking to go down. The backwardization, I didn't get too much into it because I didn't want to like really research it while I was live because I'm not good at that, and that just creates dead airspace. However, actually real quick, let's chill this. Guys, breaking market news. Any YouTube, Twitch, finance streamers following us, we're building a toolkit for streamers who have a headline in their streams and need testers. I don't know if we're actually going to use their tool, but let's hype the shit out of this tweet just to get like our, let's get our community some spotlight there. So the link's in the chat. Hype the shit out of it. If you don't have a Twitter account, I don't know, maybe make one for this. You don't have to. That'd be cool. I was thinking about backwardization. So I didn't look at it. I'll do a full thing for you guys then. But for the gist of it, consider this. If spot, our 100x long is getting wrecked. If spot prices are below perp prices, what does that mean? That means you could buy spot, go short on perps, and you've netted a profit. So this gives incentive, essentially, to buy spot. When it's in reverse, you have incentive to sell spot, long perps. Backwardization. Not really related to the chart. In fact, it's related to two different charts, spot and perp prices, what they look like against each other. Damn, it's 2:30. I didn't really plan on streaming this long. We have our 100x long open, though. It's not liquidated yet, baby. We'll do another one. We have 600 likes, 741, 734 viewers. 55% of you didn't get notifications. I guess there's only 400 votes. That's not crazy. If you didn't get notifications and you want to, make sure you have them enabled on your mobile device or wherever you would get them. As well as click to the bell, enable the notifications. That's why I say, look at that. That's evidence right there. That's an argument for the Discord. It's the best way to keep up with the streams because YouTube doesn't want you getting these sweet, sweet alphas, man. They don't want you getting the alphas. They want all the alphas to themselves. 28K max pain price today, 28.25 tomorrow. See what April's at now. 27 in April, I'll take that. May 24. Not a lot there. Not a lot there, but always worth a look. Uh-oh. Tapped our entry again here on our 100x degen. That's okay. Look at that. Would y'all look at it? Would y'all look at it? Get that. It almost hit our TP. That's wild. So I'm not sure how we do. I'm not sure how to do this giveaway. I will give away $100. I'm not sure how to do it. So here's what you need to do. You have to have an account at Fairdesk signed up under my link. I'm going to put that link in the chat again. Ooh, I didn't mean to spam it. It is pinned to the top of the chat. You have to have an account signed up under my link. It's the only way that we can distribute it to you, right? When you click that link, you'll be welcome to this handsome fella. You got deposit bonuses, etc. Once you sign up, you'll have a user ID, and that's how we'll be able to send it out, and we'll identify people by the user ID. I'm not sure the fairest way to do it. Not sure the fairest way to do it. You have to have an account, so go ahead and sign up using my link. They are a great platform. You do see me trading on them here all the time. They have everything you need. The thing I actually like about them most is, so I've brought feedback from you guys to them, and they've already made changes. If you go into their announcements, they've already made changes based on what I've told them. I like that. So keep the feedback coming. Keep the insights coming. Sign up with an account so you can be eligible. What do you guys think is the best way to do it? Like, because you can't really do it here. Jack and Rack, there you go. User ID, putting that out there. That's like maybe the way to do it. I feel like if we just put them in the chat, though, I can't be the one who picks it. That's not fair. Fairdesk is an exchange. They're a crypto exchange. They have no KYC, meaning you don't need to give them your passport, your information, etc. It doesn't matter where you're from, you can use it. They're not going to ask you questions. Ha. Spin wheel. You know what? Justin Irwin, I think you're right. For the first time, because we're going to keep doing these probably every live stream. For the first one, Jack and a Crack was the first one to put their user ID out. So you know what? You're the winner. We have our first winner. Congratulations. We'll have other metrics going forward on how to do that. But for the first one, we have our winner. Congrats. There you go. Done. I don't have a wheel to spin, but if I did, how could I even do that? Like have everyone's name on it and spin it? I don't know, man. That makes sense. We'll figure it out. Definitely join the Discord. If you guys have thoughts on how we could do the giveaway or how you've seen others do it, that would be cool. That might be good, useful feedback. Best way to contact me, though, and to give feedback, etc., is jumping in the Discord. We're also going to do a live airdrop of BTC after the stream, so you'll get some BTC. Oh, free. Tomorrow. This is the big stuff. Tomorrow. Today is our pre-FOMC stream. Tomorrow. FOMC Chair Paramount speaks interest rate decision hike. I should change the title. Make sure you click this button right here. Notify me. You don't want to miss it. It will be at 1. Oh, shizzle. It says 12:30. That has to be rescheduled because that's probably set during daylight savings time and it didn't update. But it'll be at 1:30 East tomorrow. That's an hour before Chirpow speaks. We will do all of our rituals. Is it not? Is it not? Chirpow. $1 trillion coin. I sound like I have Tourette's. But make sure to tune in 1:30 East. That is an hour. You know, if it was today, it would have been an hour ago we would have started. Do not miss it. We're going to go for our record because literally it is going to be the most important FOMC meeting ever. I expect we break all our records. I know you're all going to be there. It's going to be good shit. In the meantime, sign up for Fair Desk to be eligible for... We'll do a giveaway. You know what? Maybe we'll do like $1,000 giveaway tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it. I've never done anything like this, so we'll figure it out. If you already have a Fair Desk account or not, you can also sign up using our link for Bybit. They are our sponsors as well. #1 crypto derivatives exchange out there. But everybody has a Bybit account. If you don't, hey, use mine. A little bit of that trading fund goes to me instead of the exchange. It supports the channel. It's a win-win. You're using that stuff anyway. Also want to shout out to Market Cypher, who we've been using. And actually, I'm trying to incorporate this into our streams every day. Let's do our daily Lux Algo review. See what Lux Algo is looking at. Let's see where we are on Lux. I like that we have a week high, 28.6 week high. We did get a sell signal back here at 28.3. Buy signal at 28.1. We have not gotten the close short position, so that does make our long a little sketchy. But let's go to some other time frames. Zoom out a little bit. Liquidity below. Technically still in a strong buy on the 15. This is what I was looking for. Lux Algo right here, you can see these little blocks. This is identifying the live order block data, showing us where orders are sitting as they move around. You'll see these are dynamic. It is live data. Looking at liquidity on the low. We have a gap here in the 27s-ish area. Let's go to the hour. I've been trying to use this tool more and more. It's good. Nothing is a magic bullet in trading, but it's damn good. We have a strong buy. We haven't gotten the close yet. So on an hourly time frame, Lux Algo is long. On the 15-minute or so, it's short. We're probably going to divert to the longer one. But what I'm really interested in is what's going on the day, what's going on in the week. Strong buy signal at 21.2. Great call there. No close yet. Lux is still bullish on the day. Let's see the week. 20.8 on the week. We got not a strong, but just a buy. Candles are green. Not a lot going on there. I love Lux for one special reason here is it is of the same mindset as me. That liquidity is at 48K. Lux Algo here is saying we have the most orders down at 15.5 to 16, 5.1 million. I'm not sure if that's Bitcoin or dollars. I think it's Bitcoin. At 48K, we have almost a million there. And on the weekly, it's showing, it doesn't mean there's no orders, but it's saying that basically the biggest glob, the biggest block of orders sitting up here at 48K, and that's exactly where I'm looking for this rally to go. So check out Lux Algo. They are great. I love Lux. I know the owner is dope. They have hundreds, maybe almost as close as thousands of free indicators on TradingView. Check them out, guys. Check out the free ones first, and then if you like it and you want to get the premium, use my link. That's all I ask. If you do end up buying it and like you want a discount code, let me know. I'll hook you up with a discount code. I don't have one, I think, right now. I could get one. I just haven't asked. But I'll get you one. Don't sign up with someone else's discount code or link just because you can't. I don't have one. All right. I think that's good. Our DGen long is open. I'll update you guys in the Discord. It's up 43%. I will say this, chat. I have to take back what I said earlier. We were 75% long, and long was right, baby. Long and strong. Well done, chat. Like I said, we have the smartest viewers in the world. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Tune in tomorrow for Chirpow. You do not want to miss it. Do not miss it. Sunday, but it's actually Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday, fam. Bots are bullish. I agree with that. You're going to be redirected to that stream. Remember, once you're in the stream, click this button. Notification on. Don't miss it. Crown out.